Welcome, everyone. Oh man, I am absolutely thrilled to have you here for today's explainer, mostly because we are celebrating Crazy Creatures Week. That's right, we're going on a totally wild ride into the animal kingdom to check out the wacky, the weird, and, the downright wonderful creatures we share this planet with. But hey, we aren't just going to sit here and list off facts today. Oh no, we're turning this explainer into a giant interactive game show right where you're sitting. It's time for Guess That Creature.
Okay, so here's the deal. Here's how we play. For each round, I'm going to give you a clue. You've got to listen super closely. Then, I'll give you a dramatic pause, and that is your moment to shout out your absolute best guess before I reveal the answer. You can play against your parents, your siblings, your friends, or just, test your own animal brain power. All right, are you ready? Let's dive right into this.
Round 1. Let's kick things off deep in the ocean. I want you to picture an amazing underwater wonder. So, the question is, which animal is such a massive overachiever that it has not one, not two, but 3 hearts and, get this, bright blue blood? Think about it. Got your guess? Shout it out.
It's the octopus. Yes, if you guessed octopus, go ahead and give yourself a point. So the reason their blood is blue is actually thanks to this special copper-rich protein in their bodies, called hemocyanin. 2 of those 3 hearts pump blood directly to its gills, and the third sends it to the rest of the body. But honestly, here's the craziest part. When an octopus actually swims, it stops its main heart. Just completely stops it. No wonder they usually just prefer to crawl along the ocean floor, right?
Awesome start, guys. Let's move on to our next marine mystery. So, this gentle giant can travel thousands and thousands of miles across the open ocean, but somehow it always knows exactly how to get back to the exact same beach where it was born. And it does this by using the Earth's magnetic field, kind of like a built-in GPS. Who is this navigating genius? Yell your answer at the screen.
It's the sea turtle. And take a look at this number, 110 million. That is how many years these incredible reptiles have been roaming the oceans. To put that into perspective, they've been using this magnetic GPS system since the time of the dinosaurs. And when those sea turtle moms finally navigate back to that birth beach, they lay anywhere from 65 to 180 eggs all at once. Just incredible.
Okay, let's dry off and head on to land for round 3. This iconic animal is incredibly powerful, super fast, and, well, loves to hop. But it actually has a very specific design flaw. It has no reverse gear. Seriously, it can never ever walk backwards. Do you know who this famous Aussie creature is? Yell it out.
The kangaroo! That's right. And because they can literally only move forward, kangaroos are actually featured on the Australian coat of arms to represent a country that is always advancing. Kinda cool, right? Now, let's see how this translates into our first interactive challenge. I want you to stand up right now. Go on, stand up. Try to hop forward around the room. Okay, now, try moving without stepping backwards at all. It's tough, right? Well, that is the daily life of a kangaroo.
All right, sit back down, catch your breath, and get ready for round 4. We're heading to the farm. Now, this fluffy animal might just seem like your simple, everyday grazer, but it actually has an absolute supercomputer for a memory. Which farm animal can remember and recognize up to 50 different human faces for years, and can even learn to recognize them from photographs? What's your guess?
It's the sheep. I know, right? Sheep are so much brainier than they seem. If you've ever gone on a holiday out to the countryside and made a woolly friend over a fence, there is a very good chance that she might actually still remember your face years later. They are incredibly social and just highly intelligent creatures.
Let's keep rolling. Round 5 brings us to a very, romantic creature. When a male of this adorable bird species wants to win over a female, he doesn't bring flowers. Nope. Instead, he searches for the absolute perfect smooth pebble. He offers it to her, and if she accepts it, boom, they become partners. Which bird does this?
The penguin. Oh my goodness, look at that adorable pebble proposal. Hey, later today, if you're out in the garden or at the park, you should totally try making your own penguin proposals. Just find some pretty stones, maybe decorate them, and hand them out to your family and friends. It's a guaranteed smile.
Okay, everyone, brace yourselves. We are officially entering the Weird Facts round. This next animal has a defense mechanism that is, quite frankly, totally gross, but absolute genius. When a predator attacks, this creature builds up pressure and actually squirts blood out of its own eyes to scare the attacker away. Any guesses who this bizarre survivor might be?
It is the horned lizard of North America.
Can you even believe that? It can aim that defensive blood squirt up to 5 feet away. I mean, think about it. If a hungry predator is coming after it, suddenly getting hit right in the face with a 5-foot stream of eye blood is a fantastic way to make them turn around and run. It's brilliant for sure, but yes, definitely gross.
Now, for one of the absolute toughest creatures on the planet, or well, off it. This animal is completely microscopic and looks totally squishy. But don't let that fool you. It is practically indestructible. It can survive extreme boiling heat, freezing cold, intense radiation, and yes, even the absolute vacuum of outer space. Who is this tiny superhero? Tell me what you think.
The tardigrade, also known as the water bear. Guys, these survival stats are just mind-blowing. If conditions get too tough, tardigrades can just dry themselves out completely, totally stop all their bodily functions, and then magically come back to life years later when water finally returns. They are, without a doubt, the ultimate survivors of the animal kingdom.
Speaking of waiting out tough conditions, let's look at our next creature. If you think a teenager sleeps a lot, they have got absolutely nothing on this animal. When the weather gets too dry, this little guy can seal itself up and take a snooze that lasts for up to 3 whole years, just waiting for the rain to return. Who is the champion of napping?
The desert snail. Yep, they can sleep for 3 straight years. And hey, here is a creepy cool bonus fact to go with that. Did you know snails actually have thousands of tiny microscopic teeth right on their tongues? Yeah, so they are sleepy, they are slow, and they are secretly very, very spiky.
Let's do another quick physical test. I want you to look straight ahead right now. Now, slowly move your hands out to the sides of your head. Notice how far you can see your hands in your peripheral vision without actually turning your head. Now, human pupils around, right? But out in the animal kingdom, eye shapes aren't random at all. What do you think animal eye shapes actually reveal about them?
So your human eyes face forward, but in the animal kingdom, this brilliantly illustrates the difference between hunters and the hunted. If an animal has vertical pupils, like a cat or a snake, they're predators. Vertical pupils help them judge distance perfectly to sneak up on prey. But if an animal has horizontal pupils, like a sheep or a goat, they are prey. Those horizontal slots give them a super wide field of view so they can spot danger coming from almost any direction. It is literal built-in survival technology.
Okay, we have arrived at our final guessing game question. Make it count. This beautifully colorful bird does something incredibly human-like. In the wild, the parents use unique sounds to call to their chicks. Essentially, they give their babies specific call signs, actual names that stick with them for their entire lives. Which bird are we talking about?
It's the parrot. Now, what's really interesting here isn't just their amazing naming system, but their brilliant colors. Parrots produce a special pigment called psittacofulvin. Say that 3 times fast. That mouthful of a word is exactly what gives their feathers those bright red, yellow, and green colors. But wait, it's not just for looking pretty. Scientists have found that this pigment actually fights off harmful bacteria, stopping their feathers from getting damaged. So they stay absolutely fabulous and incredibly healthy all at the same time.
And with that, we conclude our Crazy Creatures guessing game. So, how many did you get right? Let me hear it. Honestly, whether you got all 10 or you just learned a bunch of mind-boggling new facts today, you did an amazing job testing your animal knowledge. Go ahead and give yourselves a huge round of applause.
Now, just because this explainer is ending, well, that doesn't mean the game has to stop. You can keep the fun going at home. Challenge your family to a kangaroo hop race, create those penguin pebble proposals out in the garden, or dig out some old family photos and see how many faces you can remember, just like our super smart sheep friends. These are just perfect games for family time. We share this planet with blue-blooded octopuses, space-surviving water bears, and literally blood-squirting lizards. The animal kingdom is just packed with endless surprises, and we've really only just scratched the surface today. So, I'm going to leave you with this. With creatures this crazy already living in our world, what wild, wonderful animal are you going to discover next? Keep exploring, keep learning, and stay curious.